Good afternoon, everybody. It is October 21st. I am officially 49 years of age. I would have done this video earlier, but two things. One, I decided not to get up as early as I wanted to. I was going to get up like at 9 o'clock this morning, and that would have given me a good hour before I had to worry about work, getting ready for work. And two, I worked today. I did not ask for today off. I didn't even think about asking for today off because I figured, hey, if I work in the morning time, I'll have the evening time to do whatever. And when I got to work, I told my boss, Debbie, it was my birthday and whatnot. And she's like, why didn't you request it off or call and see if somebody could have taken your switch days with you so you can have today off? And I just went, yeah, I've, I have never really asked for my birthday off because usually I know that either A, that evening I'll have time to celebrate my birthday, or B, um, Jerry Ann and I plan something for the weekend while I'm off because I used to have weekends off. So I've never really thought about taking my birthday off. But I got a lot of people who sent, birthday wishes and whatnot through Facebook and Instagram, and a bunch of you here on YouTube, as well as a few people on TikTok now that I'm doing TikTok. I'm mostly watching TikTok. I only have one or two little pictures or videos on TikTok because they literally time that you only are allowed 1 minute until you reach a certain number of viewers. But also TikTok, I've gotten to know a lot of different people with certain like-minded interests in the Norse mythology and the Norse history and whatnot. But I'm facing the wrong direction, if you haven't noticed. I'm actually facing towards the door behind me because of a gift that was sent to me that I didn't really request anything from anybody because I was just kind of like, I don't know what to ask for. And a lot of the things that I want, I'm not going to ask people to pay for it because it costs over $10. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to ask for that stuff. But not that wall. Not that wall, but the wall that you guys normally see me on because I'm usually facing towards the door. Sorry, I'm opening things up. Is that beautiful tapestry. I'm going to actually say her name because I mean, Sheila has been very gracious with some of the messages she's put on here. She's been very friendly, very kind-hearted. Not saying that anybody else hasn't been, but somebody who can see that and then purchase it and then send it to a complete stranger, I have to say, you get me. You understand what I like. You understand my interests. You just. I opened it up yesterday, or when I got it. Yeah, yesterday. Or Monday. I can't remember. I got it within the last 48 hours. Put it that much. And I was like, one, I just saw that it was for me from, and I'm not. Well, she got it off of Amazon. I didn't even think about looking at who sent it to me because I'm like, I'm not expecting anybody to send me anything. So I figured it was something that Jerry Ann or Mom bought or one of my family members bought and sent to me. Because there was no name on the outside of the package. So I just instantaneously thought, oh, Jerry bought me something. And then I opened it and pulled that out. And I just kind of went, oh my God. And then I looked at Amazon sends these little a gift for you cards to let whoever sends you something, they can put a little note with their name on it. And I read it. I went, then I saw the name at the bottom. I just went, oh my goodness. So Sheila, Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Obviously, I appreciate it so much that it's now my new backdrop instead of just a purple wall with a picture of flowers. Um, and, you know, it does take up a fairly good amount of, I mean, it takes up enough room that high, if I angle my camera just right, you'd barely see the purple wall and you'd see part of my desk. Um, the other thing that was on a video that I didn't post, it was a short video from the other day, and I forgot to post it. So instead of posting that one because it was just about the gift, I'm gonna post this one because it's gonna be maybe a little bit longer. I'm also gonna put at the end of this video the pictures of my desk. Now I'm gonna show you. It's decorated for Halloween, and with that backdrop, it's perfectly done between all my books plus the decor that I put up. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it extra special because the pictures I have don't do it justice unless you see it on camera. So give me 1 second, folks. Reach back here to plug that in. If I can find the plug again without zapping myself. Yeah. That. Turn that on. I've got several different items on my desk that light up now, so it's kind of like, it's really cool. One of the things that Jerry Ann talked about, because Jerry Ann and I decided to buy some smart plugs that fit with, or not smart, well, yeah, smart plugs and lights that work off of Alexa. If you have the Echo Dot or the Alexa system from Amazon, we use it in our living room. We use it now in our bedroom. They have these units called the Echo Flex, which basically it plugs into any outlet and it acts like a Alexa system. It links up with the Alexa system, so you can use it as a intercom system, or if you have smart plugs or smart lamps in a room or light bulbs in a room, you can connect it instead of having to worry about Alexa way out there. You can talk to the little Flex unit, and it acts like a transceiver. Now, to show you what I just did, I'm going to have to turn off my light. So give me a second. Oh, actually, before I turn off those lights, let's give me a little bit more ambient light. Ooh, that's not good. Where'd that come from? That could have been dangerous. Well, some sort of little green fuzzy on my lighter here. This is, here, I'm just going to move this so maybe you see my face a little bit better. This is what I did to my desk. Looks great, doesn't it? I mean, let me move my head out of the way. I got my two little blinking skull. Oh, I forgot one little item. My favorite little item, which sits on top of my wolf mug. Now, I hope his eyes change. Yes, good. His eyes are changing. My light up skull looks kind of scary right now, especially with the green. But you've got the Harry Potter goblet of lights. I have a string of orange, pumpkin colored lights. Then I have my two little blinking skulls and the little candle there. And I like the way it looks. I really do. But this is the decoration I did for myself in my little space. Let me go turn on the light so you can see me better. Or that almost looks great for a video. That color with all But anyhow, I'm going to turn off that overhead. But that's my Halloween decorations for this room. Unfortunately, because the days I've had off the last week, a lot of the days I've had off, either I wasn't feeling up to doing a lot of decorations, or Jerry wasn't feeling up to it, or what happened Monday, because Monday I did laundry, but I had a lot of energy. I was actually full of energy and ready to get at it in the whole 9 yards. And I'm not blaming anybody, because I don't want to deny Jerry the opportunity to talk to her family. But her sister, Janie, I think it was, called, and she ended up spending a couple hours talking to her sister. And I did not get mad. I did not get upset. I just kind of went, okay, I've got energy. I'm going to do stuff. So I came in here and I went through a bunch of my stuff. I decorated my top of my desk. I took down some of the extra books, or I took out some extra books and put them away. And then I left up some of the books that I like. I mean, of course, I left my D&D books, my Dragonlance books, I should say, not D&D, Dragonlance. It's kind of part of the D&D genre. My Assassin's Creed novels, my Mary Submarine books, my Viking books. I left up the Twilight series. I left up the Harry Potter series. I left up my book of my Birds of the World, my White Fang, that kind of stuff. But I'm going to give you a closer look at some of this stuff while it's still on before I go turning it all off, because I'll leave them on for the video. But see, from right to left, I've got my candle. I finally got a working clock in here, so I don't have to worry about not knowing what time it is. The flashing skull, the wine glass with skeletal type hands. Let's see if I can pull this down and give you. See, it looks like a skeletal hand holding it. Oh. And then my wolf mug. That I love this mug. I can't remember if Jerry got it for me or what, but I love this mug. I have my little skull with the various light up eyes, and then the other side is kind of like the same, except for this guy, if he was getting enough light or solar energy. Let's see if I can get their heads. His heads would bobble. And then the chalice, the Gryffindor chalice that Jerry got for her birthday. And then, of course, my crow with the flickering candle, my little pumpkin guy, the goblet of fire, light up chalice. And then that over there has a light in it, that little lantern. I didn't turn it on because the batteries for that thing are the little itty bitty watch batteries, which are not really hard to come by, but they're a real pain in the butt to change. But I'm ready for Halloween. In fact, I might do this before I go to work. I'll take a short video before I go to work. But my boss, I talked to her, and she said, go ahead and wear your Halloween costume. And I said, well, I'll wear it, but I probably won't wear the sword or the if I wear the overcoat will get hung up or tucked away so it doesn't get damaged or dirty. The shirt, I'll probably wear regular pants. The boots can get cleaned up. The shirt can get washed. But I won't wear the sword. I won't wear the Ezio hidden blade from Assassin's Creed, because it's a semi-Assassin's Creed, medieval Nordic, almost. Well, the shirt is Nordic because it's got that symbol, that big symbol is on the shirt. I mean, I love it. I love this time of year because I love some people might think it's wrong, but I love this kind of gothic, I guess you'd say, gothic type decor. But that I'm just like, can I find it on Amazon, see how much it costs, and just buy a whole bunch of those just to wrap around the whole room, I'm pretty sure Jerry would have a minor fit because it would literally cover all her decor. And I don't want to like cover all her decor in a what I call semi-permanent because I told Jerry I'm gonna hang it up, but just like this, just like this faux wall back there, um, depending on who's coming, depending on if I take it down or not, because I know her sisters will probably be like, "Oh, you don't have to take it down. You could have left it up." Um, in fact, one of her sister Janie, who sleeps in here most of the time, because Janie loves the color purple. Um, when we put this one up, or when she put that one up to make this a faux library wall for Janie Ann's 50th birthday, Janie was like, "Oh, just leave it up," and I'm like, "Well, Janie, the reason why all those pictures of the nieces and nephews and whatnot were up because Jerry thought it would be nice for everybody, all the family members who come to visit, see that." And Janie was like, "Oh, I see them all the time. I watch them grow up. Why do I need to see their pictures?" I went, "Thank you, Janie, for backing me up on wanting to cover up those pictures because we have a living room wall full of family portraits from various stages of their life, except for the last 7 years or so. But that's going to be a discussion centerpiece for a very long time. So again, I can't say it enough. Thank you very much, Sheila. I love it. Um, unless Jerry Ann tells me to take it down when guests are coming, I'm never taking that down. That's going to be stuck on that wall until either the wall falls down or we move out of this house. Whatever comes first, most likely the wall falling down. Um, well, I shouldn't say that because Jerry Ann and I have certain plans for this house, for the future. I'm not going to say it because I don't want it to happen too soon, but for when the house is just the two of us and we decide to, we have two different plans. One is to turn it into a semi bed and breakfast, but the thing is, this room cannot be classified as a true bedroom because it has no windows and it has no closet. It's the armoire is our closet. Right now, it's got a bunch of stuff. And knowing Jerry Ann the way I know Jerry Ann is, once the house is ours, and either A, God forbid when it happens, mom passes away, or B, mom decides after we've paid off the mortgage and whatnot that she is going to to she wants to move back to Arizona because of the warmth. She wants to live in northern Arizona in, I can't remember if she said Winslow or Wickenburg, whatever is somewhere between Flagstaff and Prescott Valley, because then it's not too hot during the summertime and not too cold in the wintertime, even though the area that she was talking about, I looked it up, but I said, you got to realize, Mom, that in the summertime, it can reach about 100 degrees, and in the wintertime, it can get down to 30 degrees with a chance of snow in like late December to early February because it's still up in the foothills. It's in the mountains, but it's far enough south that she doesn't have to worry about the switchback going into Phoenix. Or no, far enough north that she doesn't have to worry about the switchback to get into Phoenix, but far enough south that she doesn't have to worry about the extreme weather or the chances of snowing in July, which is kind of like, really, Ma? Do you not remember that one year that we were driving back and you guys had to wake me up and put me in a cab of the pickup truck because it started to do some, I couldn't remember if it snowed or if it rained hard, but they didn't want me being in the back of the open area of the trunk or the bed of yeah, the back part of a pickup truck where you can get wet and whatever. But It didn't bug me when I was sleeping because I literally pulled the sleeping bag over my head so I wouldn't get wind blasted or cold, which was kind of surprising because we were traveling in July. That was after Aunt Helen passed away. So why would I pull it? Maybe just to keep from being wind blasted. But anyhow, that was 35. 35. Yeah, a little over 35 years ago. I was in my mid-teens. But I got home. Yeah. I'm bouncing all over the place again. Anyhow, my boss sent me home early today, so I got home about an hour before I was supposed to get off work. Of course, the funny thing was she let me go about 2:15, and I 2:15, 2:30, and one of my coworkers who I'm very good with. I mean, we work well together. We don't have any issues. There's no like you're doing everything because the rest of them are kids running around. But Lisa and I, we closed one night and we got it all done so perfectly well that we got high praises and free food and things like that from Debbie. But we started chatting before I left, and one of the other coworkers, who I'm not going to mention their name or what issues everybody seems to have with that particular coworker, but she came out and she's like, Debbie said you need to go home. That's why because it's your birthday, and that's why she let you go home early. And I just kind of like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Um, Not that I was ignoring them, but if I can't talk with a fellow coworker that I have good rapport with, what's the sense of having camaraderie at work? But I got home. Jerry was happy to see me home early. I called her up before I left saying, I'm getting to come home early. Do you want your dollar coffee from McDonald's, which is basically right next door to us? And my wife was like, no, I just want you to come home. I was like, okay. I came home, and then she got a little, not upset, but more like she was upset with herself more than anything else because she wanted to basically clean up the house and bake me a banana cake or banana bread, and have the house all cleaned up and whatnot and ready for me to come home and have a good day. And I just went, it's not necessary. I mean, we're both getting old. We both have issues with our joints and whatnot. And I was just like, I'm happy to come home. I don't care what the house looked like. I didn't care what the factor that she didn't make a banana bread or bake me anything for my birthday, anything like that. I was just like, you know what? We're both alive. We both have relatively good health. We know what our health and medical issues are, and we're taking care of that. Everything is good. We have a roof over our head. We have clothes on our back. We have food in our refrigerator to feed ourselves or whatever. I'm not looking for anything special anymore. I mean, oh yeah, next year I'm 50. It's a milestone. Got to celebrate that. This year I'm 49. I'm not looking for balloons or a big party or whatnot. We're going out to eat. If the one place I want to go eat is not open, and I don't know if I get anything free for my birthday, but the other place is Denny's. So if the one place is not open, we're going to go to Denny's, and I know I have I get a free meal or something like that or not a free meal. Is it a free meal? I get something free. I know that because every time we go to Denny's for Mom's birthday or Jerry's birthday, they give her or them either a free meal or a discount meal. I can't remember what it is, but you know. So my birthday so far has been better than normal. I'll be honest with you. Last year when it was my birthday, Jerry had been in Texas for that, I think. And then there was another birthday that either I wasn't around. I had one or two birthdays in the last couple of years so that we weren't together on my birthday or her birthday. So I'm just happy that we're together on my birthday. I'm happy things are good. It's not like we have the debt collector banging on our door or power getting shut off or anything like that. So I'm happy with what I've gotten, what I'm getting, because I know what I'm getting for. I got two things for my birthday. One of them I really want, and the other one was kind of like I asked for it when we didn't really have money, and then when we got some decent money, Jerry surprised me with the early birthday gift of a pair of wireless gaming headsets with noise canceling features and basically a lot of bells and whistles. And she got it for half off because she got it from like Amazon on Prime on one of their Prime days. Um, the other thing that I'm getting that we purchased on on a Prime day, and it's for my birthday, and I know I'm not gonna get it until November, sometime early, like the first or second week of November, because the release date for the video game is not until November 10th, and I want it because it's Assassin's Creed. I've been a big fan of Assassin's Creed and the Assassin's Creed franchise since it came out. Two, it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which means it's Assassin's Creed with the Vikings during Viking time, and you're a Viking assassin and all that fun stuff. And I'm just like, yes, please. So I'm happy. I'm got one thing that was a surprise. I'm getting something else that's not a surprise, but I really want it. That was a surprise from a viewer. I'm not going to say her name anymore. I've already said it 3 times, I think. But no, heck with it. Again, thank you, Shelly. I really am loving that. If it wasn't for the factor that I do have to not contend with, I don't like using that word, but excuse me, I have to work with my wife for decor, and I tell you what, if my wife would let me, I know she won't because we've already talked about it, this whole house would be revamped. I would probably get rid of 90% of what we have to revamp it into a Norse style or Norse looking house, which means all the plywood, presswood furniture we have would go out the door for solid wood or something along that line. 90% of the decor in the house would be Norse in origin or design. I mean, I found, yes, I found going through some of my old stuff, some of my bags or whatnot, to try to revamp some of my stuff for less space and more organized. But I had found this old blueprint that I did, and Jerry says by the look of the paper it was something I must have done in New York. And it's long in design, more rectangular, which a lot of the Nordic style houses were rectangular, and this has got a 3-story design to it. And yeah, I'm looking at it going, something is a little off. Oh, it's backwards, that's why. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh, I see what I did. The one part I did not add was the garage, because I have a stairwell here that goes to nowhere, and I realized, oh, that stairwell is on the first floor, so it probably goes into a garage that is slightly, nope, it doesn't go to a garage. I did not have a garage attached to this house. It goes directly to the basement level. So she reorganized the papers, and I went, no, that don't look right. But it's a floor plan that I designed with a basement, and unfortunately not a walkout garage, so you can't just walk into the garage. So I found that, and I realized, ooh, I can tweak that. Well, see, the thing about blueprints is, the fun thing about it is, unless you do a full blueprint, which means you have a separate piece of paper with exterior design, you have another separate paper with cabinetry design and specifications and specs, and then you have like information for interior wall covering, or like, is it spackle, is it paint, or is it flat drywall with no ridging? It's just a flat paint job. So it's kind of like, ooh, I found that and went, ooh, if I tweak that and did the exterior design sheet, I can make the exterior look almost Viking-esque, in terms of what kind of exterior covering. Because when a house is built, it has 3 layers. It has the main flat layer, which is like your plywood, your brick, or your drywall. Then it has the no, I did it wrong. No, yeah, no. Insulation goes in between the walls. So let's say most people, when they do an exterior wall, the exterior wall is like either brick or cement or some sort of hard shell type material, like spackling, which I don't like spackling because it leaves a lot of like stuff that just like you can pick at it and it crumbles, and it eventually creates a hole in the spackling. I like for an exterior either to be like solid brick with, a lot of people, what they'll do either solid brick, or they'll do solid brick with drywall over it. And what that does, or not drywall, it's a sheeting of sorts, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's not spackling, because spackling is like a sprayed on material that does harden, but it does have like these little beads all over it, and you can scratch it off. But like, I've heard of people, they'll do like a brick exterior finish, and then over that they'll lay on this thin sheeting that's almost like, it's not really metal or anything like that, but it's pretty durable. It does not come off that easily, and it's not just sprayed on. It's either layered on or something like that, and then over that they'll put like their final decorative finish, which I've seen people use just brick overlay or wood shingling type overlay, or just a flat finish. So it's like, if anybody has ever seen a Tudor, like a German or European style Tudor house, the lower level is just like bricking, and the upper level is like, you can see the beam working with in between the beams, a filler of some sort, whether it's drywall or some sort of like cement of sorts. I don't remember what it's called. It's been years since I've done architectural design, and I don't have an architectural book that gives me all this information. But I've seen various pictures or images, or remember the time when we lived in Germany, or seen some of the people here in America who said, "Oh, I like that Tudor, what they call it, Tudor look," and have their houses look like that. So I've had a million different ideas on a million different design floor plans, everything from hexagon to just a ranch style to a Tudor style, to the various different styles that I've studied or seen. And I'm like, I really fall under, like, I like the old world Tudor style building to the New World architectural design for a Tudor. Like the old European style, they didn't use nails. It was all wood, stone, and plaster. That's the word I was looking for. Plaster. Plaster. So it's kind of like, what fits my style? Because I like all the different styles, but I love the old world, old European, like medieval Tudor, what we might call Tudor, where it's like one of the houses that I saw in an image and I read up on it and I was like, ooh, the old school North style houses, basically, which is like brick, wood, and sod. They don't have wood shingle. Most of them didn't have wood shingles. What they'd have is they would lay like the wood planking or whatnot, and then over that they would put sod. Now, if the wood planking, which had like in the grooves a sealant of sort, which was a mortar of sorts, it wasn't really like heavy duty where it would weigh down the roof. And the roof was designed in such a way that the sod itself would not weigh it down. It might cause some minor issues over years of usage, or if you have goats. But not only was it earth friendly, but it was like the sod itself was very thermal. It was very like it would keep the house warm in the wintertime and cool in the summertime because it had a breathable factor for heat, but it also had a sealing or a I guess you would call it a sealing factor that the cold winter, harsh winter weather from the cold would not come through the ceiling. So it was earth friendly, it was thermodynamic, it was, yeah, if you had a crack in your seals and whatnot, you'd have water dripping through, but a lot of houses back in the pre-industrial era, um, whether it was thatching, whether it was sod, whether it was solid wood, you would still have dripping through various cracks in the wood or various cracks in the ceiling, or because the old way of doing things, no metal nails, it was all wood peg within wood hole. You have the, granted, everything would expand and contract together, but you would still have those times where you still get a drip from a crack or awareness, something wore a hole in the wood, whatever it was. But still, if you did it with a modernized, you put your wood down for your your roof, and then you put the, what is that rolled stuff? That rolled, I forgot what it's called now, but you roll out that black, almost tar paper looking stuff out, and then you put your regular shingles over that. Instead of using shingles, you lay your sod on top of that, or you put like just regular wood over the paper, and then put the sod on top of the wood, so you'd have like a triple layered wood ceiling with sod on top. I've thought of 1,000 different ways of making houses and putting houses together, and just the math or the engineering behind it would be my only downfall. But I'm pretty sure if you get a good architectural designer who would work with you, and you throw out the ideas and they draw it up and go, is this what you want? Is this what is this the floor plan you want? Is this the materials you want? And then just get a contractor and the money to do what you want, unless you do it yourself. And I don't have the capacity, let alone the finances, to do something like that. But still, it's like I can dream, can't I? Maybe somebody who's like-minded with the whole desire to live the Norse lifestyle, who has the money and can come and goes, "Hey, I heard you can draw it up. Can you draw it up so I can take it to a contractor or somebody who can finalize the blueprints?" And I sure, it might take me a while, but yeah, sure. But I'm full of ideas. I'm always full of ideas. That's what keeps me going. I just realized something. The way I sit most of the time when I do my videos, you get to see the Norse compass. If you know what I'm saying about what I say and you can spell it out properly, Vigisil. I think that's how it's pronounced, Vigisil. I don't know. I don't remember the pronunciation or the terminology for that. I just know that's a lot of people call it the Odin's compass. I'm pretty sure when I go to talk about that on TikTok, somebody else will know. But anyhow, I have done this for a little too long, and I'm just starting to run out of stuff. Anyhow, thank you again for the gift. Thank you everybody for the well wishes and the birthday wishes and whatnot. I'm pretty sure once this video hits YouTube this evening, I'll probably get a whole bunch more. Sheila probably got my address from Jerry Ann because a lot of friends, fans, however you want to put it, whatever you want to call yourself, whether you're a friend or a fan, you can find the address through Jerry Ann if you're a fan or a member of her channel. But yet again, I didn't ask for that. That was an unrequested. It was a gift, whether it was, just out of the kindness of the person's heart, or, like I said, I didn't ask for anything, so it was definitely out of the kindness of her heart. I don't want to belittle or make the gift small in anybody's view. So again, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you very much, Shelly. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the comment box. If you're new to my channel and want to join, you can hit the subscribe bell, the little bell. YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. Until next time, bye. Thank you.